Hello and welcome. My name is Shania. I am a multi-passionate wife and mom of three, and here I will be documenting my journey to financial freedom and generational wealth accumulation. I am interested in documenting this process because I realized that a lot of wealthy and successful people usually show us the end results to what they achieved, but don't take us along the way, or they might backtrack and show us what they did in hindsight, but we don't really get to see what worked and what didn't work along the way. So in efforts to show more of that side of the process, I will be showing you what I am doing to build my credit, what investments I am interested in, and how I'm becoming more financially literate along. I personally did not grow up in a household that was outside of the typical working class, and so I am determined to break the cycle and be the first generation multimillionaire. Yes, I said multimillionaire in my family. So building an online business, maybe even more than one, investing, getting more knowledgeable about investments that can build passive income or just passive income streams in general. I did not mention that we are also a homeschool family, and we are in our 8th year of doing so with our 3 children that I mentioned earlier. And being a work from home wife, I have been dependent on my husband's income throughout this process. And now that my children are older, I am taking more of an interest in becoming more financially independent. I was first introduced to finance. So going back to elementary school, I remember we had this program called Junior Achievement come into our classroom. And if you're not familiar with Junior Achievement, they actually come into the classroom and teach children about financial literacy. And it was the most fun thing that I ever got to do in school as a child. And they basically would come in and you would have jobs assigned, you would get a paycheck, you could spend your money at a little shop once you got your check. It was basically showing you how to be a worker, but it was fun to me at the time, getting to play grown up in the classroom. Loved it. So that was my first little taste of financial education. Fast forward to my junior year in high school and my intro to finance class with Mr. Stevens. He gave us the book Rich Dad Poor Dad to read. At the time, I was not at all interested in what was happening in this book. I mean, I was 17, so it was like going way over my head at the time. But years later, I came across the book again. I can't exactly say how, but and this time I was way more interested, read the book, and like picked up so many gems that I immediately went to my public library and requested everything Robert Kiyosaki. And in that search of more of his materials, I found a program called You Can Choose to Be Rich. And if you have not checked out that program, I suggest you look at your local library and see if it's available, because it will change your life the way it did mine. It opened my eyes to so many other ways to invest and accumulate money in the world of real estate and other ways. But I just that started the ball rolling for me as an adult. So here I am today, and I am taking the steps necessary to get myself in a better place financially so that my children don't have to start from square one like we typically do in our society, especially being a melanated person. So I am breaking the cycle for my children. If you are at all interested in this, don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel so that you can follow the journey and maybe even start your own and have some community around that process. In the words of Rich Dad, my life motto is to work smarter and not harder. This whole process, I am consciously making a decision to not allow hustle culture to impede on my experience and get me stressed out, because like Marie Forleo said, I do not do overwhelm. I know that this can be done in a way that is aligned for my spirit. So hopefully in me finding what that is for me and sharing it with you, you can bypass the stress and all the things that come along with trying to grind it out instead of going with what is aligned. Please like, follow, subscribe, share, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.